Ritvik, tell me something about you in brief.
Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ritvik Gupta. I'm currently pursuing my bachelor's from Gitanjali Institute of Technical Studies in the field of computer science and engineering. My current interest in deep learning and natural language processing. I'm currently interning with IIT Roorkee in the field of deep learning, and we are working on the EEG machines, electroencephalogram machine. And till now, I've published two research papers in the field of natural language processing, and both the papers are available on the IEEE Explore for public reading. And my future scope is to do masters in the natural language processing from United States of America, and I'm currently preparing for that.
Okay. For doing master, what kind of preparation as well as the process you have to follow, Ritvik?
Sir, for doing masters, I have to give an exam called GRE, Graduate Reasoning Exam,
Graduate. What is the full form of GRE?
Graduate Reasoning Exam
Okay.
for doing masters in any universities in the USA. So I'm currently preparing for that, and for admission, I have to submit the SOP and letter of recommendation. So for the SOP, I'm working on my projects and my research so that it improve my SOP. Yeah.
Okay. You are confident that it will get approved?
Yes, sir. I'm pretty sure about it because I have seen many people with the research papers and with good research papers and research projects, they get admit in the universities.
Already your two research paper is being published on which portal?
Sir, in I presented in international conferences, and the international conferences published in IEEE Explore.
IEEE. It was under guidance of any faculties, or you have published and everything you have done at your own?
No, no, sir. It is under guidance of Dr. Mayank Patel, Mayank sir.
Okay, Mayank Patel, sir. So SOP means what, Ritvik?
Sir, statement of purpose.
What does it mean?
I have to I have to state my purpose of why I have to do that masters in particular topic from a particular university. So I have to write the statement of purpose, like why I am suitable for doing masters in that particular field in that particular university. So I have to state all that.
So when you will get your results?
Sir, I am currently preparing for the exam, and I have a target of around 6 months. So around November, October, I give the exam, and by the end of my fourth year, I'll just submit my application, and hopefully it will get accepted.
Nice
Yes, sir.
interacting with you, Ritvik. You seems good, and
Thank you.
you seems confident, and you know that where you want to go and how you want to go. That is good. Everyone knows that where they want to go, but they are not knowing how they want to go. So that you also know.
Yes, sir.
So I think you can easily achieve what really you want to achieve. So nice talking to you.
Thank you. Yes,
Okay,
thank you, sir.
over to Rathod sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, Ritik.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, I just heard your conversation. Ritik, just tell me why you feel Indian institutions are not suitable for masters. Why students prefer going abroad for masters rather than doing it in India when we have IITs and IIMs and various other higher studies institutions?
Sir, truly speaking, there is no such there is no such competition between the IITs and the United States universities. But the only difference is that in the USA, they will provide a wider opportunities because all the MNCs are present there, and they will provide more opportunity to the students in their country only, right? In the IITs, if I do masters from the IITs, then do I get opportunities, but not that big opportunities that I will get from the USA. So I feel that.
What do you mean by opportunity? Is it a job or is it studies?
Sir, opportunities like working under some big projects in some under big tech company, and that what I call opportunity. But in some IITs, I don't think. Basically, I am currently interning with IIT Roorkee, and some friends of mine are also doing PhDs from IIT, but they were not getting such opportunities from big tech company. First, they have to complete their MS, then apply for the job also. So they are not currently that much active that in USA.
Okay. So what do you think can be done to improve this situation?
Sir, this situation can be improved only by if big tech company big tech company can come to these Indian institutions more, by some more opportunity, bringing some more opportunities. This is the only way they can do, by establishing their headquarters in all the major cities, and not only in Hyderabad or Bangalore, but all the major cities, and applying opportunity to the students, internships to the students, so that students also can take more interest of it, more advantage of it. So I think that.
Okay. Another question, since you are interested in higher studies, Ritvik, is what we have seen is last 15 or 20 years, pure sciences subjects lost their sheen. Actually, not many people were going in for pure sciences, in spite of we having IISc Bangalore kind of an institute available with us, both for graduation and post graduation. So, what do you think was the reason for this? Was it job opportunities in technical and other fields, or was it lack of interest in these kind of subjects?
Sir, uh, I think both. Some people only get USA just just to visit, and not for their proper interest. And some people and some people don't, right? So uh, it all matters on person interest and the job opportunities they were providing. So, like in ISC, and they were providing a more deep research as compared to some other universities in the USA. So it's one's interest. If anyone had to do PhD after masters, or someone only have to do MS for the job opportunity, and they will directly go to USA.
Okay. How have you shortlisted US? What are the criteria you have kept in mind?
The criteria is only I have to do masters, because all the big tech companies I have seen, they were saying that they are slowly shifting from bachelor's to master degrees. Means they were slowly trying to hire more of a master graduate than a bachelor graduate. So yeah, for the sake of the job, and so yeah, I'm right now in more in doing masters.
What do your parents do?
Sir, my father is a general manager in a mining industry, and my mother is a homemaker.
He is in Udaipur.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ritik, nice talking to you and all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Ritvik,
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
good afternoon. How are you?
Sir, fine, sir.
Fine. So you don't want to go for the placements,
No, sir. It's not that I have to go for the placement.
but from last 6 months, yeah, I think from last 1 year, you are trying to make your resume such that you get easily get admissions in the foreign universities.
Yes, sir. But if I do not able to score good in first attempt, then I don't want to sit idle. I want my resume to keep updating, to keep upgrading. So yeah, I need some opportunity in my hand, so that at the last moment I can join.
Okay, so in the internship through, you are doing internship from the IIT, right?
Yes, sir. I did.
Which IIT Roorkee? In which
Yes, sir.
domain?
Sir, deep learning.
In deep learning.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so are you working on the project or they are just taking the theoretical classes and
No, no, sir. I'm working on the electroencephalogram.
Mhm.
Basically, a machine that captures the brain waves, and our task is to data and data making data pipeline and model classification.
So which classification algorithm you are preferring there?
Sir, it's not that I have to pick some algorithm. It's the neural network that I have to make means I have to keep applying the layers and keep running the model and to see the output. Basically, it's all maths, right? So it's not that the build model I have to pick. I have to make my own model, own algorithm to run the model.
So what are the different classification algorithms available?
Different classification algorithm available, sir. There are many algorithm like SVM classification algorithm, SVD, LSA. These are all the classification algorithm available, but many more also.
SVM is there or not?
Yes, sir.
SVM.
Support vector machines.
Ah.
Yes, sir.
Is it is used for classification or for other concept?
I'm not quite sure because I had not worked on for a long time, but yeah, I think I had used it for classification.
But mainly all the general algorithms, whenever we are doing learning in the deep learning or ML, we are at the beginner stage, we generally used SVM. Why that so?
Support vector machines are in the beginning when I learned the machine learning first. Support vector machine basically I do not have a quite sure idea about it, but yeah, it used
What is KNN?
KNN. KNN full form.
Because these are the basic algorithms through whom you are modifying you according to your requirement.
Yes, sir. Sir, basically, K nearest neighbor, I think. Yes, sir. K nearest neighbor.
K nearest neighbor, yes.
Yes.
The two widely used algorithms in the ML is SVM and KNN. Right?
Yes, sir.
So how KNN is different with SVM?
KNN, sir, as the name simplifies, it K nearest neighbor. So it KNN basically captures the K number of nearest neighbor from means from a particular point. From a particular point it tries to identify the k number of nearest neighbors such as if I give k is equal to 5, that it means it will try to calculate distance 5 minimum distance from that point to capture that point. And SVM support vector machine, I'm not quite sure of it's working because I did not work it for a long time.
Okay, so can you tell me the title of your both the papers in a single shot?
Yes, sir. So my first paper is the study of extractive summarization using Elmo embedding, and my second title paper is the method of text summarization using LSA and topic based sentence modeling using BERT.
So what is BERT there?
Sir, BERT is Google AI based deep learning model that is basically deep which we call a deep neural network, a dense neural network model, which does a task of taking some kind of input data and producing an output. It depends on which type of data we have to give, like image data and text data. So it is a deep network which given a much better score than any other model till now. But there are many more upgraded model of BERTs, but Google BERT model is a threshold.
Okay, so if any software company comes in the place for the placement and you get cleared all the interview technical round,
Yes, sir.
so if they ask you, so Ritik, how will you support? Yeah, how will you help the organization to grow with the knowledge you have with you? Because
Yes.
your knowledge will not be beneficial for them, because they are from mainly the software companies are coming and they demands for a good technical skills in the programming language, right?
Yes, sir.
So what will be your answer?
So basically, in in current situation, AI is used in every field, whether it's in a non IT company or IT company. So in IT company, basically there are many tasks to be done in AI, like analyzing the task and creating the better strategies. So for all that, there or handling their data basically. So basically all that are to be done using AI. So I convince them like AI is one of the field that are cutting the cost of their company's resources, right? So I will be beneficial for them, like designing algorithms uh, and some sort of thing like that.
Okay, good. Instead of, yeah, this your reply is good, but along with two, you have to say, because it is a core programming language, a core programming company. In
Yes, sir.
spite of this, I am also good in technical programming technical knowledge, because they generally look after the programming concepts of you.
Okay, sir.
So good, it's good. You know the AI. Mainly students don't know in the deep what you have learned in last this 1 year, right?
Yes, sir.
But along with them, you also have to tell them that you are also good in the code.
Yes, sir.
Maybe it Python, maybe it Java, or any other language of. If you are good in R programming, then you can say I am good in R programming,
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
because only hiring you with your basic knowledge of AI, or your, even if you are intermediate in AI, they cannot create a setup where they can start immediately working on the AI.
Yes, sir.
Basically, they want to know that instead of this, are you good in programming too or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so which programming language is suitable for you?
Sir, Python.
Python. Did you done the data analytics library? Have you implemented data analytics libraries in the Python?
Uh, Sir, sorry, can you repeat?
Did you studied about the data analytics libraries? Libraries available for the data analytics.
Data analytics? No, sir, I don't.
So how can you classify in the deep learning or in the machine learning? Because for that you have to first analyze the data.
Sir, it's not data analytics library. The title I don't classify you libraries, but I know some libraries that I'm
So
using.
okay,
Like,
we come in the domain of ML or deep learning. If you have a data set of 1 lakh, right? If you
yes,
have a
sir.
data set of 1 lakh samples,
Yes, sir.
among 1 lakh samples, the 1,000 samples are empty or blank.
Yes, sir.
So how will you overcome this problem?
Uh, Using, sir, pandas data frame.
So
Uh,
how will you overcome this problem? You have to consider that 1,000 data is blank. So it cannot be all the data cannot be considered in taking the average or mean or median.
yes, sir.
Okay. And so how will you overcome this? There is a library in the Python to handle this problem.
Sir, basically, I'll handle this using pandas data frame. I make a data frame of the data, and to the blank spaces, I just fill the nan or null, and afterwards, I remove null using inbuilt function dot remove. So I do using that.
Okay, good. A function is also there to do. You have to not to do code to replace it with null and remove. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So good. Are you comfortable in Django?
No, sir, I don't.
No.
No, sir, I never studied that.
Okay, no issue.